You have probably seen this video, and if not, well, now is your first time. Today we'll go over about body language and what not to do, as in this video you will see there are plenty of it. So this guy, he has been talking with this girl for I think 2 years, and they have been dating, and she's basically his e-girlfriend. So these two are teenagers and they are living in two different regions, and she flied over to meet with him. And personally, this is not something that I would get myself into. You know, an internet relationship, as you maybe will have a good vibe together on the internet. But being a couple does not mean only about the brain, it means also about the body. You see, when you meet each other, and you maybe kiss and maybe even make love, your body shoots out different chemicals, different pheromones. And this is to see if you are a good genetic match for each other. This, as you understand, are not possible to do online. You have to meet up and see each other physically. And of course, this is something that they are doing in this video. And you will learn that it goes pretty damn bad for him. Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty darn bad. So today we'll go over with what you should not do to get into this situation. So we'll cover these three topics. First one is body language, both from the guy and the girl. We will also cover the game body language, or the charisma. The body language of the charisma, essentially. Meaning how you interact, how you respond, and what you do. And thirdly, dominant versus submissive nature. So who in this relation is more dominant and who is more submissive? Who is taking control? Who is the leader and who is not? Let's get started. So here he's just talking about how he's been dating with her, they've been writing to each other and he thinks she's the one, he's really in love with her, and so on. They've been FaceTiming each other and calling each other and just writing how loved they are with each other, and so on. And this is not something that I would actually do or condemn to. Now, this is something that you do not want to do. You don't want to be fixated with meeting up. You want to have abundance mindset. Now, you certainly heard this in the red pill area and sphere, but it's something that is true, at least with meeting girls. You don't want to show that much commitment into the first dates. Of course, naturally, you should have this one-on-one vibe and conversation. She should feel that you are totally focused on her, but you are able and ready to walk out when necessary. And by the looks of it, it does not seem that he can do it, nor that he is willing to do it. So before meeting up, he is having his hoodie up before they meet. And this is not something that you want to do, because girls will get scared from this. This is something that gives a creepy look. You want to be open and free and basically vulnerable. In that way, she will not feel scared to meet you. And they are going to meet outside his school. And as you can see, he is very nervous and soon to be happy. He is hiding himself. Being this girl who is being here and walking toward the guy, and this is not something that you want to do. As you can imagine, the girl can be really frightened and scared about the guy she is meeting the first time is hiding with a hoodie on. And something that you should know with girls is that they are really connected with their emotions. So as you can see, she will notice how scared, nervous, and anxious this guy is. As a guy, you should focus on being laid back, relaxed, and not nervous. You should strive to be dominant. You should strive to be in control. And this guy is not in control. Let's get on to the video.
Did you see it? I want to see her. Take it for no reason. Like, go hug some shield. He's just so pretty. Look at her.
As you heard, he was saying out loudly that he is very nervous. He's also putting her into a pedestal. The first thing he is saying, which is kind of cute, is she is really pretty and she is really cute. Though this is not something that you want to do at the first. You want to be laid back. You want to be in control and you do not want to be nervous. which is something that he is. Also, you can see in this clip that he is viewing, but also hiding himself, and especially this important part. One of his hand is open and waving to her. The other hand is in his jacket and he's hiding it, and he's having his hoodie on. Now, what does this signals to the girl? As it is their first time meeting up, you should be open and vulnerable. Now, this doesn't mean that you should be standing there naked, but it means just being relaxed, having your arms open, and maybe putting down the hoodie. Even if you have a really bad hair, you can still put down your hoodie. In the worst case, you can have a cap on. You can also see that he is shrugging down. He is making himself tiny, a little. And this is not something that you want to do, especially meeting up first time.
She's so pretty, look at her. There you go.
You go like that. It's awkward. Go hug.
Hi.
I guess gonna do something. And hug.
My brother Sam is with me.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Peter, that's so crazy. I go,
Phew, alright, so we have several things we'll talk about here that have gone plenty of wrong, okay? Both from the guy's perspective and the girl's perspective, right? Let's start with the guy. He's still having one arm open, but he's still doing this close. As you can see, he's having his arm kinda crossed out. And now towards the girl. As you can see, she is visibly a little bit uncomfortable as she has her hand on her mouth. She is most likely biting her thumb or her sweater. And this is something that most of the babies do. You have seen this phenomenon with babies putting their thumb into their mouth. And this is something that humans naturally just do. This is something that makes them more comfortable. This reminds them of their childhood when they were being breastfed. Something that puts them into ease, essentially. Now we're to the guy. He's still having his hoodie on and only having one arm available. He's doing something more. And he's crossing his arms like he's protecting something. And he's protecting himself. This shows that he's afraid and nervous, and something that is not good in this circumstance. As we continue and go on to the video, you can see her that she does now with her hands before the big leap, which was a huge mistake. It is this act that she does now with her hands. And now, as you can see her, she's doing something more. She's throwing her hands up and down. And people typically do this when they are nervous or afraid. You know, when you put your hand on something that is hot, people tend to do this when they are a bit afraid but excited. And this is something that just shows she's afraid of meeting him, but also excited. You can see it on her smile that she's laughing, but she's also being nervous. Now, what should you not do as a guy? You should not do what he's doing next, which is, instead of hugging her, jumping on towards her like he's in a Disney movie and she's going to catch him. This also shows in this first physical that he is submissive and she is under control. He wants her to catch him, not him to catch her.
oh, I'm sorry. That's so crazy. Like, you're mine. You know, it's so hard to say it. Like, you're mine.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared right now. I'm so scared. I love this.
Now this is something that you do not say. Oh, you're mine now. You're mine now. Of course, this can be something that you can say. It can even be exciting to hear that from a girl's perspective. But you do not say it in the first physical exchange when you meet up for the first time. You can say that when you are maybe a couple together or you have been meeting a couple of times and you say that in a foreplay, you're mine now. And of course, she responds with, I'm kinda scared, which is perfectly makes sense from the girl's perspective. There's a reason why it's so hard to say that, because you should not say that.
And again? Okay, wait, is mom there? Is it right?
No.
Hug again?
And what does he do when she says, I'm kinda scared right now? is that he responds with hug again. It doesn't matter how many times you hug her. It just makes it worse and more scarier for her. It's not like something that you count like, oh, if we do 10 hugs, then she will be more comfortable. No, it just makes things more awkward. What he does next is also very bad, as he asks if her mom is here. This is something that you also should not do, because he is asking for someone else to take the control, to take the lead.
Wait, is mom there? Is it right there?
No, my mom's not in here now.
Oh. So,
I
Guess-
really like your jacket. You know?
yeah. You want to get something to eat? You want to eat something?